You were recently harassed by time travelers?
I ended up having a series of incidents where I had reached out to the FBI. I was like, will these people keep showing up? They ended up arresting me.
Okay.
And
how did you contact the government? Why did they arrest you?
because I'm not lying when I say like people have shown up outside of my house.
Let's see if this person responds.
What's up, Lyle?
Hey, what's up, man?
This is really Lyle?
Yeah, what's your name?
Oh, this is...
It says here that you were recently harassed by time travelers.
Yeah.
What is that?
That was about like last year. All right, bro. Okay. So, let's see. Maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, I was working at a fun center, and one of the customers ended up coming on, like we ran go-karts and shit, and it ended up being like my manager, but she was like 40 years older than like current day. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't say anything though. I thought I was tripping because I just smoked like a lot of weed, and like I didn't think too much about it. I was like, oh, it's just a doppelganger. And then fast forward maybe, I don't know, till last year, I was working at like a different place at a grocery store. And like customers started coming in and they looked like friends that I personally know and like people that like I actually do know. And like, except they had aged. They were a lot older. And like a couple of them, like I tried calling them out on it and like they would just like kind of leave. And I specifically remember this one time my coworker at that store had also came in, but she looked like she was like 40 years older than what she does now, like looks like now. And she asked me for like a bottle of wine, and like she had called me by my name, and I was like, there's no way this old chick that looks just like my coworker knows my name, because I never wore my name tag. And like while playing COD and stuff, I swear my lobbies were getting hacked to where like other people in the lobby like that I was playing against would have my name as their username. And I was freaking out to the point to where like I didn't really know what to do. And I ended up having like a series of incidents to where I had like tried to reach out to the FBI and stuff and like tried to figure out exactly like what was going on. Like I was like, will these people keep showing up? Anyways, I ended up like trying to contact the government and it didn't really go too well. And they ended up arresting me for like disorderly conduct and shit.
Okay.
And
well, slow down real quick. How did you try to contact the government, and then why did they arrest you?
So I had reached out to them just with the assumption that somehow these time travelers had access to time travel to back to this time period through the government. Either that or it's some sort of privatized like company.
But when you say you reached out to them, I mean, what is, like, did you Google the White House phone number and call it? Like, what does that mean, you reached out to them?
No, like you can like report internet crimes on the FBI and shit. So like you just email them.
All right, so you sent the FBI. What's the email address to send the FBI and talk to them about time travelers?
They have it posted on their website. There's like you can literally email them.
Okay, so how did this escalate to you getting arrested?
Because like the interactions continued to the point to where it was like I had stressed out over about it, and I wasn't receiving any response from them because I figured they probably thought I was schizophrenic. And so I ended up saying that I was gonna like do something that I like probably shouldn't have. And then they took it as like me like making threats, and so they like pretty much didn't interact with me until that, like, I don't know, like, you kind of get what I'm trying to say, though.
Okay, so you were emailing the FBI to let them know that there were time travelers, and the FBI was not responding to you because you believed that they thought that you were lying. And so to get their attention, you threatened something drastic, and then they tracked you down? How did they track you down from that email?
Because I gave them my information, because I'm not lying about this shit when I say, like, people had, like, shown up to my work, and then they would, like, follow me in traffic, and, like, they would be, like, outside of my house and shit, and, like...
So
like...
So how soon
it only
after...
happened, like...
How soon after you sent that... How soon after you sent that email did they come to your house and arrest you?
It'd been months.
Really?
And, yeah. So, like... Well, it had been months of me sending them.
And when they arrested you, what happened?
Well, I went through the process, and they sent me to, like, a mental hospital, of course, just like everyone was saying, schizophrenia. And, like, I wish I had screenshots of the time when they were literally using my name as, like, their usernames and shit. My problem, Lyle, is that I don't have any proof that they were doing this shit to me. And so, in the event that it does happen in, like, 40 years or so, everyone can look back and say that it did happen. I have proof of it, in a sense, because this shit's, like, you're probably not going to be deleting this shit anytime soon.
Bro, what's your name again?
Huh? I said it at the beginning. I don't want to.
You don't want to say it again? Is that what you said? All right, that's okay. I'm going to call you Adam. All right, Adam, you're going to hate this.
Definitely not Adam.
Adam, you're going to hate my line of questioning, but I got to ask you this stuff.
Okay.
What did they tell you at the mental hospital?
They said the time travel is not real.
Okay. Do you have anyone else who you've talked to about this stuff?
Lit, though. Huh?
Well, you said the hospital was lit?
Yeah, there's a bunch of cool people here.
Oh, yeah? Tell me about the people you met at the hospital.
I don't want to get into, like, their personal problems and shit, but
okay.
Shout out to Eric, shout out to Taylor, shout out to Jared, shout out to Dylan. There's a lot of cool people there. There's some people there serving, like, GEI sentences and shit for, like, killing people, and, like, their stories are kind of fucked up, but, like, I don't know, they were cool. They had a PS4 there.
They had a PS4 there?
Yeah.
What games did they have on the PS4?
Honestly, because we couldn't connect to the internet, so, like, it was mostly just, like, 2K, and you could play, like, the campaign mode on COD, but a lot of people just played Stardew Valley, honestly.
That's kind of funny that they put, like, people who, like, killed people and did crimes against the government in a mental hospital where they can play video games about killing people.
I'm not the one that approved the games.
When you told the other people in the hospital about these time travelers, what did they say?
Everyone just had the same skepticism towards it. I mean, nobody really believed me, so I didn't really try to talk about it.
Do you have like a support network? Do you have friends and family and stuff?
Honestly, because of the situation, like, I only had maybe, like, a couple friends before this. They don't talk to me anymore. I didn't try to reach out to them after this either. I do have counselors that I go, like, talk to. Shout out Valerie. Valerie's chill. But, like, I'm going to school right now. I'm trying to get, like, my vet tech certificate so I can work with, like, cats and shit.
That's pretty good. What did Valerie tell you that has been helpful?
She always tries to structure me towards, like, maintaining my normal daily schedule and getting my like homework done and shit. She honestly doesn't believe me about like any of my stories when it comes to the time travel. Nobody does, and I was like, I knew that going into this situation. But like, my issue is like the implications of this. So when it does come around, the time travel has been confirmed. People are gonna want to look into the activities of the people that invented this technology. And when you look back on history, like how much of that shit has been altered? Like why, like think about it. Like there are so many wars that have been fought that didn't have to be fought. And those people with this technology just let it happen? Or is it a situation to where they had gone back, changed a world event, and it created new wars that they didn't know were going to happen and shit? Like,
but why would people travel back? Why would these people travel back in time just to fuck with you?
Because our generation's like that, bro. Like, it's full of trolls and shit.
I guess
so
that
if our
would be
generation's the first generation of that have access to it, they're going to go back to our time period, and they're going to fuck with people.
You know, that actually does kind of make sense that the TikTok pranksters of this day and age, when they get older, by the time that time travel technology exists, would go back in time and make like time travel prank videos.
Yeah, exactly.
So, well, I mean, fuck, man. I mean, I guess besides all this stuff, it sounds like you're actually like doing pretty well with like school, and you have a thing you want to do in life, and you're going to counseling. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm trying to, especially that? After. I mean, nothing in this world matters. So, like, the fact that I'm trying to do something with my life, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. But like, because of the like insult to my intelligence that these time travelers have created, because of them harassing me and then me freaking out and then getting in trouble, like fuck society. That's why I just want to help Kat. I just want to make sure that like I can help out like a sick cat and make sure that it gets better and shit.
There is something about animals that is just so pure. Like there's no cat or dog really feels like they've ever been intentionally malicious. Like it's only humans that can make some kind of active choice for evil.
I mean, there's some evil animals out there. Like, you ever come across a bad pit bull?
A bad pit bull?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess those can be kind of mean sometimes too. And like a big bear or something.
Bears are ferocious. The Joe Rogan goes off about bears all the time.
So what about your family? Do you have like are your parents? Do you talk to your parents?
Yeah, they're supportive in my current endeavors to become a vet tech.
That's cool, man. What do they think about the time travelers?
They just like everyone else, they don't believe it.
Do you have anybody that believes you?
No.
How does that make you feel?
I feel like my intelligence has been insulted. So when time travel does get confirmed, you can look back on this and be like, holy shit, this guy was telling the truth the whole time.
I feel like if time travel was existed, people would use it to make money.
That's exactly what I think has been done, and that's why the government's keeping it secret. Either that or like Elon went back in time and created cryptocurrency and shit, and that's why rug pulls happen every other week.
Okay, so you think that time travel was invented and in the future, and that the current like wealthy people got, like Elon Musk got so rich because he's from the future and went back in time to create cryptocurrency and make a bunch of money off of it?
No, not necessarily. So like in that scenario, the time travelers would have gone back and like, let's say like interacted with Elon and had told him like, hey, do this or do that. Like it would have been Elon from the future coming back and talking to Elon from the present.
But how? So Elon. Okay, so Elon Musk in the future is poor, but he goes.
No. He's still Elon probably, but he's
But I
just
guess
come back. He's just come back and made himself even more rich, which creates a multiverse.
Bro,
And
have you ever
because of that,
seen?
I think
Have you ever seen the movie? Okay, you got to watch this movie. Have you ever seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
I feel like I have. I'm just not clicking dots to it.
All right, you gotta watch this movie. You would like this movie. It's about time travel. In this movie, there's like a scene where it's kind of hard to explain. It's like paradoxical. There's like a scene where like I think they need keys or something, and so they're like, all we have to do is make sure that if we in the future we go back in time and put these keys here, and then they look under the bush, and they and there's the keys, and they're like, okay, if we go forward, if in the future we go back in time and put the keys here, the keys will be there. But it's kind of like it doesn't. It's weird. It's hard to explain.
I think that's how it happens. I think that's how shit works. So.
All right, you would like that movie, but anyway, well, I mean, look, all that stuff beside, like I keep saying, all this stuff beside, it seems like you know, you're doing well. Wouldn't there be? Okay, what do you think about this? Time travel, like in the future, do you think that time travel is this like thing that is only available to like wealthy aristocrats that can only use it for evil, or do you think it's like an open sourced thing and anybody can use it?
They probably capitalized the technology and it turned it into like some sort of amusement park ride where you can pay to like use it. That's what I'm guessing. Just based on like the people that like, because there were people that I personally had like know that showed up to my places of employment and shit. So I'm guessing it's some sort of like you can pay to get it. Kind of like going on like a fucking paying to go to space and shit. How people have done that now, you know, with Blue Origin and shit. Probably like that.
So I have another question. If time travel does exist and people are going back in time to fuck with you, why are they only doing it to you? Like, wouldn't if time travel existed and people?
I feel like they probably have done it to other people too. It's just nobody connects the dots, and so they're like, think about it, like Jimmy Fallon gets people like celebrities to go back in the past and fuck with people, but like nobody knows that it's them, and then they videotape it and then send it back to the future, and they're like, holy shit, we sent this guy to like go fuck with Will Smith, and like he didn't even notice, haha. You know what I'm saying?
Jimmy Fallon sending celebrities back in time to fuck with people truly is the most futuristic dystopia I can think of.
It's probably real.
Do you have other interests besides time travel?
I mean, video games. I used to be big into Kush, but I have to take drug tests now, so can't really smoke. I used to paint, like, I don't know, I used to work out, but like, shit, bro, like, I haven't been running. I need to get back on that. I mean, sports are cool. I won my fantasy football league. That was dope. Rest in peace, Scott. Scott also won in our fantasy football league, but he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's all good.
How did you meet Scott? Is he a friend of yours?
In-law.
Okay. So you have friends. Who do you do this fantasy football league with?
Oh, because I got arrested and I was in jail. I wasn't in it last year, and then the league was full this year, so I'm not a part of it this year.
Do you have to like? How long was your sentence?
Oh, I got time served.
You got what?
Time served.
Oh, okay. You're not planning on sending any more emails to the FBI anymore, are you?
No, never again, bro. That was literally I was just trying to get help to figure out why these people were harassing me. That's it.
Do you still see this shit every day, or was that kind of just like a one-time thing that you're just trying to make sense of?
No. Like, I literally haven't seen anybody that I know that, like, no. Ever since this whole situation happened, no. It's been at least a year, because I was working, maybe the last time was, like, last May. You know what I'm saying?
Have you witnessed any other, like, weird
It was
paranormal...
2022.
Have you witnessed any other, like, paranormal shit?
I've seen a UFO. That's about it.
Do you believe in aliens?
Considering how big the universe is, it'd be honestly ignorant to think we're the only thing there.
Yeah, I buy that.
But I think aliens, if since, you know, if they have discovered us, they'd be intelligent enough to not interact with us because of how disorganized and, like, chaotic our civilizations are.
All right, before we go, I'll open it up to questions from the chat if the chat has any questions.
Fuck.
I'll pick the questions. You don't have to look at the chat.
I've been looking at it. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. If time travel is real, y'all are gonna fucking remember this shit.
Wow, what are your thoughts on Area 51?
Area 51, that's probably where they store all the, like, other technology and shit, and, like, any crazy, like, nuclear weapons and shit, like ray guns and, like, Area 51, bro.
Okay, this is an interesting question. And by the way, look, just so, and somebody in the chat said it, well, nobody's hating on you. All right, you've been a very pleasant guy to talk to. So I hope you don't take any of this stuff with any malintent. But somebody did ask, are you willing to be wrong?
Willing to what?
Be wrong.
Am I willing to be? I'm not wrong because it happened.
Let's see. Do you drink tap water?
Yeah.
Do you have sex?
Yeah.
Nice. If an alien invited you to, would you go away with it?
Hell yeah. I'd be like Fry from Futurama.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Do you think that aliens run the government?
Yeah, that's a good question. That comes into the whole deep state thing. I'm gonna say no.
Adam, is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
Shit. Honestly, I got more out of talking to Therapy Gecko than my therapist, so thanks.
Really? I thought you liked Valerie.
Valerie's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like we made more progress here than I have with Valerie. So.
Hold on, I just real quick. I'm hesitantly appreciative of that, but I mean, what I want to know what progress do you think we made?
Oh, my proof that this shit fucking altered reality is on your stream now, so we can look back in the future when time travel's real and confirmed, and we can question what else the government altered.
I'll take it. Well, listen, you seem like a good guy, Adam, and I wish you good luck in your pursuit of being a vet tech and of being a guy in the universe.
Thanks, Val. Have fun being a gecko, bro.
Hey, thanks, bro. Take care.
Bye.
Damn, you can really just email the FBI? What if can you email the FBI to say what's up? How much, just a chat, just to say hi? How many gifts do you think you could email the FBI before they arrest you? Someone go ahead and take one for the team on that and find out and let us know. It doesn't sound that bad to get arrested by the FBI. You meet some interesting people, you play some Call of Duty, drink some water. What else were you going to do with your life, huh?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Who's this?
Hi, my name's Five.
Five. What's up, Five?
Is this Gecko? This is crazy.
Yeah, dude. What's going on?
Not much. God. Hi, how's it going?
Where in Australia are you calling me from?
I'm from Perth.
Oh, cool, man.
I saw you in video.
Oh, yeah, you did? You went to the show?
Yeah, I'm sitting at the front, but I was too shy to come up.
Oh, cool, dude. Cool. You know what's so funny, man, is like, I think I just like forget that I did that. Like, it doesn't feel like that feels like, I mean, I think I was in Perth. What? It's November right now. It's June. It's July. It was only a few months ago. It feels like something I did when I was 19 or something.
Yeah.
Cool time in Perth, man. Cool time in Perth.
You're a busy man, so you do a lot of things.
Yeah, tell that to me jerking off 5 times today. Very busy doing that. What's your name again?
You got your hands full.
5.
5. Yeah.
Well, 5, I assume you didn't call just to hear about me jerking off. Is there anything in particular that you wanted to talk about today?
Yeah, no, I have a hard time talking to people. I don't know how to talk to people, as in how to come up with things. Does that make sense? Sometimes they ask me how I'm going and stuff, but I feel like I just look through them. I just don't know. You know, they'll share stuff to me, and all I could come up with is like, cool, yeah, that's nice, that's great.
Yeah.
But there's nothing else that comes up in mind. Does that make sense? I don't know.
No, it makes perfect sense. Conversations are they're kind of stupid.
Yeah, and it's funny because I work in a call center as well, so I have to come up with some conversations. But in real life, as in personally, I would rather just sit at home and stare at a telly and do nothing.
Well, because dude, there's this Onion article that I love, and it says something like 95% of conversations don't need to happen. Like, it's true, you know, you'll be talking to somebody and they'll say something like, oh, I just moved from this neighborhood to the other neighborhood and it's nice. What the fuck are you supposed to say to that?
Yeah. Just like, cool, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, I get it. I mean, tell me more about this call center job. Who are you talking to? What's the deal with it?
I won't mention the name because it's quite known in Australia, but I work for a broadband company, and essentially they call me and say, hey, my internet's not working, fix it for me. And I just tell them how to fix it. I ask them to turn it off and on. Most of the time it works again. I get abuse over the call. Yeah.
But so, I mean, do they make like small talk with you while you do it or something like that?
Yeah, sometimes I come up with stuff because sometimes it's just, you know, it's just a little bit quiet. I don't know, most of the time it's just me trying to fix their shit. It doesn't work most of the time.
All right. So, so those conversations, like, they have a purpose. Like, you have a reason to be talking to these people. Because you're getting paid and they need a thing from you that you're getting paid to help them fix.
Yeah.
But we're talking about, like, outside of that.
Yeah, like outside in like make friends and mostly with coworkers as well. And I don't know how to make friends. I don't know how to say hi or say goodbye. I have a hard time coming up with it, with something to say.
Do you, as it stands now, do you have any friends?
Yes, I got friends, of course.
All right. What I mean, do you have a lot of friends?
I wouldn't say a lot, but I got friends. I don't know. Ever since 2020, it's just kind of weird. I feel like COVID did something to us, and I became more observant. And before that, I was just kind of, I just do what I do.
Right.
And now it's just more like, why do I do these things? And I question it myself. Like, why do I say that? Or why did I say that? I don't know.
Yeah. I know. I want you to know. I know exactly what you mean. This happens to me when I mean, it'll happen sober, but when I get high, I get like really kind of paranoid and over analytical, and like I'll be talking to someone and say like oh yeah, I went to that restaurant and it was really good, and I'll be like, why didn't I need to fucking say that?
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Because 99% of everything that everyone fucking says, you don't actually need to say it, right? And you can sit there with an analytical point of view and go, well, this thing that this person just said has no real meaning, and this thing that I said has no real meaning. Like you're talking about, or like or as you were describing yourself pre-pandemic, you can just not think about any of that shit and just talk and do things and say things without thinking about them, and that actually is probably what makes you happier than double thinking everything. But I don't know if you can. I don't know.
It's hard. I don't know why I do it. I feel, like you said, conversation just feels pointless. Like it doesn't have to happen. And I don't know. I'm the type of person that would rather sit at home, do my own thing, than go out and see people. I don't see the point of that. I don't see the point of going out, spending a lot of money just to see people and just talk. I don't. It's not that I don't enjoy them. I do. I would do it. I do it, but I don't see the point of doing it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I've been there a lot. If your life was designed intentionally for your own maximum fulfillment, happiness, pleasure, all those things, what would it look like? I mean, because I assume socializing would play some element in that concoction.
Yeah, I probably sitting at home, getting high, playing a lot of games. That's my perfect point of view of life, of what I want to do. If I don't have to go work, if everything is kind of handed to me and I got a loving partner and that, then I would just probably sit at home, getting high most of the time, and just playing games, enjoying myself, not talking to people.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I have a boyfriend. I have a partner, a fiance.
Okay. Oh, how long you been engaged for?
3 years now.
Oh. That's cool. So you know him enough. This is cool. You're at a point with him where you know him enough that you guys can just be in the same room and never talk to each other ever again.
That's basically what we do most of the time. We don't get high anymore. We're trying to get better, but yeah, we just get high, smoke weed, and play games, and look at each other and say, "How's it going?" "Yeah, good." "All right, cool." And continue playing games.
So if that's what you're doing and that's what's making you happy to do, is the problem just that you're like, you have this idea of like, oh, I should be out talking to people, and you're beating yourself up because you're not doing what you should be doing?
Yeah, my partner's quite of a social person, basically the complete opposite of me. And he likes doing stuff. He likes to go out, see his family and that. Where obviously I would want to spend time with him as well and do these things with him. But he's probably listening to this right now. But in what I want to do is just nothing, and sit at home, and that could be a problem. I don't know, but that's what I would rather do, is just not do anything and not worry about nothing.
You know, here's like I guess my take on this is like, you know, if you're an introvert out of fear, I think that it's worth making a change. But if you're an introvert out of just desire to live that kind of a life, then I don't see anything wrong with it.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
It's out of fear. I mean,
and that's what you got to do, is you got to really look deep within yourself, and you got to answer the question as truthfully as you possibly can of like, do I not go out and talk to people because I am afraid, or because I just straight up executive decision do not want to, you know? Because if you're afraid and you're like, oh, you know, I think I might actually be happier going out, talking to people, doing all these things, I'm just scared to do it, then it could be worth examining that fear and trying to overcome it. But if it's just like, I straight up don't want to talk to people, I want to get high and play video games and chill, then that's a good life.
Yeah. Are you sure you don't have a degree for this? You're really good.
I'm a fucking dude. Maybe how hard is it to become a therapist in Australia?
I have no idea. I'm not a therapist, so I wouldn't have a clue.
What are you?
I'm a jack of all trades. I do anything. I used to be a support worker. Used to work at the airport. You know, delivering food stuff. Used to be a chef, and now I'm just a guy behind a chair, behind the computer, telling them to turn it off and on again.
Man, I gotta say, jacking off 5 times and then putting on a Halloween costume and plugging a shitty microphone into my laptop and pretending to be a therapist is so much better than going to school for 8 years and spending $600,000. No offense to anyone who did that. But the first one is clearly the better option.
No, it's great. You have a good life. It's awesome.
Well, 5. I don't know, 5. Do you feel like? Why? I am curious for you. Like, now that we're this far into the conversation, like the whole thing of like, is it just a genuine choice versus is it a fear? Like, what do you think about that for yourself?
I genuinely don't know. I like sitting at home doing nothing, but at the same time, also seeing people does make me anxious. But I know myself that when I get there, I'll be fine. You know, I'll come up with something. But I still don't see the point. So I guess it's kind of in between. But I still would rather just sit at home, getting high, doing nothing. But at the same time, I don't mind seeing people and going out.
Okay. Well, then, why don't you sit at home, get high, and do nothing, and stop beating yourself up about it, you know? Do you know what? Do you know what? I've been thinking about this a lot lately, like in my own life and in talking to these callers. Is like, do you know the idea of like having your cake and eating it too?
I
don't know if that.
What do you mean?
Is that expression Australian? Do you know what that expression means? I don't know if I can explain it. But just the whole, all right, the idea of having your cake and eating it too. I don't know why the fuck I don't even know. But like, to me, for you to, there's the idea of having your cake and putting a big scoop of diarrhea on it and then eating that. That's kind of what you do when you make a decision and then you beat yourself up about the decision that you made. It's having your cake, putting a scoop of diarrhea on it, and then eating it. Because if you made the decision to go sit at home and get high and play video games, then bask in the glory of the decision you made as an adult for what you want to do with your life, as opposed to sitting on this weird fence of like, well, I'm going to do this, but the whole time I'm doing it, I'm going to beat myself up for not doing this other thing. It's like, fucking do one or the other and stop, getting pissed off at yourself. Like, eat your cake.
But that's the thing. That's what anxiety do. That's what...
Yeah.
It's just what makes you think.
Yeah.
Like you've made that wrong decision. But I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
By the way, I'm talking so much shit right now because, like, to bring this whole conversation back to where it started with me jacking off. It's like, when I'm jacking off, I should just be doing it. I should just be like stoked. I should be like in my brain the whole time. I should just be like, this is awesome. After I finish, I should be like, that was awesome. I'm so glad that I'm alive and enjoying the endowment of the human ability to have an orgasm. That's a beautiful thing. I, as a human being, am graced to have. That's what I really should be doing. If I'm gonna do it, right? If you're gonna do a thing, just do it. That's not what I do though. I do it, and then I'm like, oh, I could have done all these other things, right? I do it, and then I beat myself up for not doing, writing a fucking term paper. I don't know why I said that. I'm not in school. But, whatever, editing a video, starting a new project, doing any other productive thing, right? But so, I'm talking a whole bunch of shit to you right now about this whole concept. But I do kind of feel that way. It's like, if you're going to do it, then just do it. Don't, do it and then beat yourself up about it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Thank you, Gek. I appreciate that. I appreciate your point of view.
Well, do you have any fun Australia facts for us?
Yeah, the spiders are not that dangerous here. There's not a lot of I don't know. I'm completely safe from where I'm at. Although on my last address, where I used to live, there was a bunch of spiders where this big spider is just like hanging on the wall. So we sprayed some, the insect killer to it, and it started crawling up to the roof. And I'm pretty sure it's still alive. It's still hiding there somewhere, but I'm still here. So if you guys want to move to Australia, come over. You're completely safe.
It's really, I went there. Australia, to me, it felt like England and America combined together and then divided by two. Like, it felt very much in the middle of it. Felt like an amalgam of those things. Somebody in the chat said, Lyle, you're beating yourself up for beating yourself up. I thought that was a little funny. Anyway, 5, thanks for calling, man. Any final thoughts, feelings, sentiments before we go?
Take care of yourself, everyone, and thank you for listening to me, and thanks, Lyle, for calling me and talking to me. I appreciate
Take care,
that.
man.
Thanks.
Enjoy getting high and playing video games. Sounds cool.
I will do. While listening to you and playing video games.
Later, man.
Catch ya. Bye.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is this Alyssa?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's up, Alyssa? How's life?
It's pretty okay. I'm in college right now, so that's fun.
You texted me and you said, I live in a college dorm and I'm pretty sure that my sweet mate hates me.
Yeah. We are actually in a constant war. I don't know if it's just me or if, like, she knows too.
Wait, hold on. You said you don't know if it's just you or if she knows? Like, what is there to know?
Like, so she'll do, like, little things to me, and, like, I don't know if she realizes that, like, they're kind of offensive or if I'm just being crazy.
Can I hear one of these little things?
Yeah, okay, so the other day, I talked to her about putting my stuff, like my shower stuff, in the shower with hers, because she has, like, a shower rack in there. And I went to shower, like, a few days after, and she had moved my shampoo out of her rack, and she moved it, like, onto, like, a different part of my shower, and then she moved, like, my loofah off of the shower and onto the floor. So, you know.
Okay, wait. So
like
why don't you have your own rack on the shower?
The shower is really small, so it's like her rack takes up the whole shower.
Is it bad to have a loofah on the floor?
I guess not, but, like, it's kind of gross.
What other little things has she done?
She dried her underwear in the shower too one time.
How do you dry underwear in a shower?
I don't know. I just walked in, and her underwear was, like, hanging on the shower. So.
And this makes you think that she hates you because she's drying her underwear in the shower?
There's also, like, just today, we both walked out of our rooms to go to the elevator to go to class, but she purposely skipped the elevator to go to the stairs.
Weird.
So she wouldn't be in the elevator with me.
Weird. How do you know this? Was this just like a randomly assigned roommate?
Yeah, it's just randomly assigned. She shares my bathroom with me, but not my actual room.
Okay, and are you like a freshman?
Yeah, I'm a freshman.
Okay. I mean, you know, if I were you, I'm gonna go advice mode on this because I feel like I've been in situations like this before. If I were you, Alyssa, I wouldn't lose sleep over this because I assume, are you planning to live in the dorms next year, or what are you gonna do next year?
I'm trying to move into the apartments next year, actually. But,
okay, and you're gonna try to move with. Do you have friends? Have you made friends since going to college?
No.
Well, look. Either way, I'm sure you. What? It's October. Are you? And so you've only. By the time May rolls around, you'll have friends.
Yeah, that's true.
So what'll happen is you'll eventually never see. You just keep in mind that you're never gonna see this person ever again in your entire life. So don't lose sleep wondering whether or not this person hates you, because she's also probably all, you know, fucked up too, because she's a Is she a freshman?
No, she's a sophomore.
Okay. Well, she has her own whatever reasons as to why she acts however she acts that you're never gonna know or understand. And, you know, I think if you accept that and, you know, whatever, you pick up your loofah when she moves it and you put it somewhere else and you just deal with it, and then eventually you let it get to you as little as you can control within your brain, and then next year you can you know, get an apartment and punch a hole in the wall, do whatever you want.
Okay.
What do you study?
I'm actually trying to be a teacher, elementary school.
Oh, okay. Are you, do you enjoy school?
Yeah, it's all right. I'm hoping that this is the right major for me, but we'll see.
Well, if it's not, you can always sell apples.
I'll remember that. Thank you.
All right, take care, Alyssa. Is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
Shout out to my boyfriend Julian because he's watching right now, and also we'll watch you together. So yeah, we love your podcast and your
rock
show.
And roll. Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys. Take care, and I hope you find a nice spot for your loofah.
Thank you.
Bye, Alyssa.
Bye.
Don't tell Alyssa, but I don't really know what a loofah is. It's like a sponge, right? Here's the thing. A loofah is either like a sponge or I don't know what it is. And if it is like a sponge, why don't they just call it a sponge? It's probably not like a sponge. I don't know. I just put soap. I don't even get like sponges or washcloths. I just put soap directly onto my hands and lather my body with my own hands. I don't understand why we bring a third party into that mix. That's never made a lot of sense to me. But whatever, I'm not college educated. That's not true. I went to Temple University. And it failed me. I don't know what a loofah is.
Hello?
Hi, what's up?
Hi.
Who is this?
I don't want to give my real name.
Okay, well, Jessica, what's going on with you?
Nothing really. I'm just working and listening to your podcast.
I see here you messaged me saying that you and your sister are fighting and you wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, it's like the stupidest fight ever, but she's like so mad at me that we haven't spoken. Me and her were like super close, but we haven't spoken the whole like week other than just bickering.
What do you want to, what are you fighting about?
I don't really know how it started. I'm trying to think. We currently, I don't want to give too many details. We kind of work at the same place right now. And I worked here first, and then she started. But then she's looking for a new job because she doesn't like it. And I'm also looking for a new job. And I told her about something I want to pursue, and she kind of just like stole it. And so I called her out for it, and then she said that it was originally her idea, which is just so stupid.
So you both are at the same job. You're leaving that job to pursue something. She's leaving that job to pursue the same thing, and then you told her that she was copying you.
Yeah, well, it is a certain job that she applied for that I specifically wanted, and she technically has way more like working experience, so in the grand scheme of things, she'll get the job.
Okay, and you're upset because you're upset because you told her about the job because you in the context of you applying for it.
Yes, and it's not even honestly, I'm not mad that she would get the job. It's more of like how she's been treating me ever since I called her out on it.
What's the job?
Oh, it's like just like a management position. It's like nothing huge.
Okay. Why do you think she's treating you differently?
Well, she's older, so I don't know if she just feels like she gets first dibs, because that's what she said. She said, I'm the older one, so I can't copy you. And I was like, well, that's just bull.
Well, what I want to say about this is that your sister can do nothing to truly, honest to God, impede your life progress in any way, shape, or form, even if she does apply for this job.
Which is true.
But I don't. But we both know that's not really what this is about.
Yeah, no, it's just about the attitude. And then I was going to just overlook it and move on because whatever. It's like a job. It's not the end-all, be-all. So then I was just trying to text her, like, just normal. And I had cracked a joke about, or not a joke, let me phrase this correctly. I had cracked a joke about a celebrity who's, like, getting called out for like, a post they had made. And it's, like, her favorite celebrity. And she, like, snapped on me and, like, called me, like, these names and was like, don't talk to me. Which, again, stupidest thing I've ever, like, I don't know.
Is it?
It's just so, like, stupid.
Is it Amy Schumer?
No. it's Selena Gomez.
Oh.
Which,
well.
It's, like, a political thing, which is why I don't really want to, like, get too in-depth in it.
Oh, I don't know. This is hard,
it's just
man.
Like a, to me,
yeah,
it's like kind
it
of
sounds
silly.
it sounds very silly. Yeah, you seem like the type of person who lets water flow under the bridge very easily.
Yeah, and like I'm willing to just move on,
Yeah.
and she hasn't.
I think
spoken to
that's
me.
a strength, by the way. I really do. Because ultimately, I feel like I'm sort of like that in a lot of situations too. And ultimately, the more you can be like that, the more your life personally, it becomes easier if you're not fighting with people all the time. And if you are fighting, you're hopefully picking your fights very methodically. And so I don't know. It sounds like you're making the decisions that make your life easier. And once you do that, it's like, I don't know. It's hard because you can't make your. I don't know what the fuck's going on with your sister. I don't know.
Yeah, it like literally came out of nowhere. Like me and her were like as close as like I don't know. I think sisters can be.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried talking to her and being like, "Hey, what is going on? I'm not trying to ruin your life. I'm sorry for what I said about Wizards of Waverly Place. It was in the heat of the moment."
Yeah, I did, and she was like, "You've been mean all week. Like, I'm sick of you." And I was like, "Whoa," because like the conversation beforehand was just completely normal. I don't know, and I don't know if she's like, I don't know, just going through something, but it's very weird, very out of character. And I'm just not sure how to get over it, like get her to get over it.
Well, you can't get her to do anything, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's just silly, I guess.
I mean, I think if you've approached her in peace talks and they've been rejected, you've kind of done what you can do in that situation. That's tough. I hope it. I don't know. You could bake her a cake, but I think you're doing the right thing though by just moving on with your life. There's a lot of situations where that's just the best thing you can do. So
yeah,
move on with your life. Maybe she'll come back around, yeah, and never say anything bad about Selena Gomez ever again. All right? She's a national
I've
treasure.
learned my lesson.
What's your name again?
I think you made a fake name.
Oh, I did. You know what? I forget people's names a lot on the show, but if I come up with a name for them, I always remember the name. So the fake name I gave you, it's Jessica. That's the name of one of my dogs that died.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It happened a while ago. She's a lot of dogs are dead, and that's a thing that you got to put up with in life.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica, is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
No. I love your show. I listen to it like every single day. So this is
thanks, man.
Really cool.
Thank you. I hope that your sister. Here's what you do. Tell your sister, like, hey, I'm sorry I said what I said about Selena Gomez, but you can say whatever you want about the therapy gecko, and we'll be even. You can say he's a fat
I'll tell her exactly that.
douchebag, and then you guys are even.
Thank you so much.
Of course, have a good one.
Bye, Gecko.